Hello there, it's your favorite Uncle Josh, and welcome back to Willie Fordham. Yeah. So we're back with another review for Gotham High. What is this, y'all? It's a graphic novel. I'll be forgetting. This is a graphic novel, Gotham High. It's all your favorite people from Gotham, Batman, Poison Ivy, Joker, all that, but they went to high school together, y'all. So you know it's different when you be in high school with these people, and then you grow up not liking these people. And this is the final part of this. If you haven't, you should go probably read the book, because it's actually a really good book. I actually enjoyed it. It didn't take me that long to read it, not because it was a graphic novel, but because I actually can read really fast. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's get into this review, shall we? But before we do, word from our sponsor. So now that we're back, here's what it is. As we last left off, what was that girl's name? Selina. We gonna call her Selina. That's her name. Selina. She actually got kidnapped. And now, when we get to part 3, Bruce, we're from Spain, Bruce and Jack are trying to find Selina. So Jack is going to the pawn shop, going to go see his peoples and try to find out, where is everyone? Where's Selina? Where's she at? So he's calling Bruce, and then Bruce's uncle, the biracial one who has a different father than Martha Wayne, because Martha Wayne looks like she has 2 Chinese parents. He looks like he has a Chinese and an African parent from Africa. Like, the angels are being dispensed from Africa right now. That's what he looks like. He looks like he has an African parent. Just saying. He's giving me real, I have an African parent tease. And so what they're doing now is his uncle's looking at Bruce like, Bruce, what you doing? He's like, I'm tracking everybody. How you tracking everybody? He's like, I put a virus on their phone, y'all. And with this virus, I was able to track everyone and know where everyone's at. How'd you do that? When they accepted my party request to come to my party. Oh, I played this all the way too. His uncle was like, Bruce, you best to be careful. You playing a game, deadly game. He's like, Unc, you know me. You know this family. We play to win. I was like, okay, Bruce. Okay. I see you. You play to win. We play to win over here. I like it. So he ends up finding her. But before he makes his move, he gets shot in the neck by a dart. Y'all got one more time to be a decks with darts. But forget hands. I'm just going to buy your existence and end it if I had Bruce Wayne's money. And so those people tie him up. They put him into a room. But they don't know is that he already took an antidote, so it don't hurt him now no more. Hey, got the antidote. So now he's able to see Selina, and he's able to break her out. She's crying. She's like, thank you, Bruce. I appreciate it. Then we have her with this omnipotent narrator. Like, how is she? There's some things I'd be asking, like, girl, how you know? Like, was you there? Like, how you know? Like, because I don't even be knowing. So I'm like, how do you be knowing? Like, some of the stuff that's happened, unless you there. Like, did they, end up telling you later? So Bruce and her are together. Bruce's uncle says, I got you. You ain't got to worry about it. Then they start doing the lovey-dovey, getting to know each other. He's like, I want you. And she's like, I want you. It's more like this, y'all. Hold on. I'm actually going to do it right. I want you. I want you too. That's pretty much what is going on. So with that being said, Bruce says that he remembers everything that they've ever done together, so forth and so on. And everything gets so close. And you know how hormonal teenagers are. They start kissing. It starts getting hot and steamy. Jack texts him like, Bruce, I haven't heard from you all night. What is going on? He turns and sees Bruce is about to get it busy. He literally says, "Good for you, B-Dub. Get it?" It's like, that's your homeboy. You got to cheer your homeboy on. And then so that led to him he didn't know that was Selina, because he goes up to Selina's house like, "Hey, is Selina here?" Dad's like, "Nah, she next door across the street. Alfred's taking care of her." He feels hurt and betrayed because he just realized that Selina was the girl over there that Bruce is about to pipe down. He's about to give her some pipe. And so now we are at a scene where the nurse is like, "How I get into this? I'm just here taking care of this man and getting to this bag. Like, why? She's fine. Go away." That's what the nurse said. Now you have Selina and Bruce, and they're talking like this. That's how they talk. Y'all, this teenagers, teenage ants. That's how they talk. That's how I pretty much was. And Bruce is feeling some type of way because, he's supposed to be friends with Jack, and, Jack said he loved her, blah, blah, blah. And now she's in this love triangle, and she's like, whatever. And Bruce is like, the money. And Bruce is like, "I want to protect you. I want to do everything for you. Let me help you out. Let me play hero." Then she gets mad. She says, "I don't need you. I don't need your money." Now, like she says, as much as she likes the spotlight, she's about to sneak her way back into the house behind the back door. Jack asks what happened. He's like, "You was with Bruce. He was smashing them cheeks, basically." And you know what she was like? "Whatever makes you sleep at night. Bye." And it was like, ooh. Now, for some reason, Bruce is being extra dumb because it's obvious that she's the one behind all this. It's really obvious. But for some odd strange reason, they're making him blind by love. But Ray Charles could see that she's behind all this. Stevie Wonder could see that she's behind all this. Who was it? Beethoven could hear that she was behind all this, but for some reason he can't. And so now he's tossing and turning, can't sleep. You got Jack being a stalker, taking pictures of her in the house like, don't do that. I wish somebody might do that to my daughter. First off, I'm gonna call all the police as I'm going outside with a gun. Pow. I was standing my ground, officer. I was standing my ground. This is my ground that I paid buddy on. I'll stand my trust. I still end up in jail. But I'm going to still try that argument. Then now you got Bruce going up to Harvey Dent like, "Harvey, what's wrong? What happened?" There's like, "I thought it was a prank." Then they started to jay me out. Then they cut me. Then somebody came in and was like, "Yo, stop all that. We don't do that here." And so they stopped all that. So, now I'm about to move because my family broke and my dad need a new job so we can stack this money up. Then in the next scene, we got Bruce going to go see Ivy, who later becomes Poison Ivy. And, she's like, "Wait, who got that drug? Who's the one that did it?" And Ivy was like, "Oh, just want to let you know it was Jack." So she threw Jack under the bus because her home skill is Selina taught her, because the last person she showed that to was actually Selina. So they working together. But that's a good friend, though. I'm going to say, Ivy, you's a real one. Like, girl, you got my back. Yes, I do. 0.1 for Ivy. 0.1 for that. Then you got Selina going down to Jack, talking to them. Jack don't want her to come over there because Jack's parents on drugs. They ain't never home. And Selina later finds out that Jack actually has a shrine made to her, but she loves it. And she is so enamored, like, "Oh my gosh, I really love it." Then they do stuff they ain't got no business doing because they too young for that. Like, girl, you could get pregnant and have this man's kids. You don't want that. You want to have the kid by the billionaire. We're going to get pregnant by T's. It got to be by the billionaire. Come on, girl. We got to think about these things, Selena. Think about these things. Billionaire, peen. I mean, come on now. If you want to get pregnant as a high schooler, at least do it by the person that's about to be a billionaire. At least. Like, come on now. Isn't this what we're supposed to be doing? The nurse is, then in the scene, the nurse is looking at her like, "Girl, you only got enough money to pay me for the remainder of this month. After that, we out." And she was just like, "Girl, I got this. She found out that she had to strap her dad in because her dad was going crazy, and now she can't stand to listen to this. She feels so hurt. She just wants to help her dad, and she's sad. Then we got one of the final scenes, which is where Bruce and Jack meet up. And then it says that, what did he say? Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to read this. It says, there he is, Mr. Billionaire himself, trying to buy everyone. And then now they're going back and forth because they both smashed Selina. They're both in love with her, which, wow, they start trying to fight. As they're fighting, the principal Gordon was like, Bruce, Jack. He's like, huh? Wait. Huh? Hey, I'm sorry, y'all. This piece is irking my soul. Huh? That's her face. Come on, Jack, we need to talk. She let him know, like, hey, just want to hey, he's like, Selina denied she involvement. She's saying she's framed. Principals ain't stupid, y'all. We're not stupid, y'all. We know y'all be doing what y'all say y'all don't be doing. Y'all can lie all you want, but we be knowing. But she did say, shouts out to your uncle for the new security system in the school. My uncle did that. She's like, yeah, push through. He was like, hold up, we got you, not my nephew. Yeah, man, after you in that boarding school and forgot about you, but I'm gonna try something. I'm like, I have a question. Like, okay, so I have a question. Does the uncle's husband be living in the house? Does he be living in the house too? Like, cause they'll ever show him. They didn't show the uncle. The uncle then said in part 2, oh, this is my husband. I was like, husband? And you took his last name? Like, never would I. But, like, okay, so, like, does he live in the house? Like, do you, like, keep him in the basement? And, like, yeah, you can't be around my nephew. You just, I like, do you just keep him around the basement? Like, you have to let him know, like, know your place. Like, I'm a billionaire, know your place. Like, you be Bill Gates in this situation. Like, stay out of that basement. So, like, you got Bill Gates, like, stay in that basement. Know your place. Know your place. Like, is that how it be? And then Bruce said, yeah, Bruce, this is grown folk business. Enjoy high school, y'all. I just had to have that moment. Like, because y'all never see Saw one time. Then they said, go back to that basement. Like, go back to that closet. I'm dead, y'all. I'm dead. Give me a second. That closet. Okay, I came back with all power after 3 days of death. I came back with all power. Look at God. Spirit did it. I like this scene because this is the part where Ruth said there is nothing enjoyable about high school. Y'all, I teach high school for a living. 5 years. So next they go to this museum. They're like, didn't we go to this when we was babies? Yeah, like 3rd grade, actually, it was first. But since people were mad about all the kidnappings, they was like, no more overnight field trips. Take your butt down to that museum where the dinosaurs at and enjoy yourselves. I'll be like, this is right around the corner. I can go to this if I want to. This is for real. This is a museum. No. I said no. So then Selina and Jack are all booed up. And then Bruce and then Jack try to get mad. And then Selina storms off like, oh. I didn't feel like getting up because I was going to reenact it like I did the last time. Then a few hours later, somebody's like, hey, y'all, come on. I'm missing a student. Where the other student at? It's Selina. She ran off and no one has heard about her. Then Jack goes and see Bruce, like, Bruce, we got to go find her. I thought she was with you. And he's like, no, but let's go find her. And they were unable to. They found Selina being on top of the observation deck that Bruce took her. And then the person in the mask that kidnapped Harvey Dent reveals herself to be Selina. And Selina comes clean and says, I never liked none of y'all. I used all of y'all as a pawn to get what I want. But there's something that she said in here, y'all, that was very obtainable. She always was like, he was like, I'll give you whatever you want. I'm always going to be here for you. And always. I don't know why he didn't see it was her, but he did. And she was just like, I'll give you everything. Everything you want, I'll always give it to you. And he was like, keep it. I'd rather steal it than offer it in place of your heart. She actually wanted his heart, but Bruce is so used, like not his mother and father, but like his uncle, just throwing money at a situation that he never really sat down to be like, let me give you a part of me that no one else has. And so that's where she was just like, bye. And then she jumps off like so many stories into the river, which has a strong current, which bring her down to her death. And then Bruce and Jack start fighting, and then Jack gets the best of Bruce and said, Bruce, we're friends. And then he talks about himself in third person, which I hate. I tell my students, don't do that. Bruce Wayne doesn't have friends. Then we have Harvey Dent, who was supposed to leave, but he told Jack, yes, y'all. Yes, y'all, I kind of picked my nose. I did, I ain't gonna lie. Bruce Wayne, then we have, I'm sorry, y'all. Lost train of thought. Yes, y'all, your train of thought crashes. When your train of thought crashes, literally. Sorry, y'all, I keep on calling him Bruce. Harvey Dent, because he had Bruce's jacket. Harvey Dent, who was supposed to leave, but we found out that his father got a better paying job here, so he stayed. Talks to Jack, and Jack says Bruce isn't coming back because I guess photography wasn't his thing. He's over there thinking about Selina. Barbara Gordon, who eventually becomes the Black Cat, Catwoman. Yes, Catwoman, because they made Catwoman black now. Becomes Catwoman. Eventually, now she goes to see Bruce in this moment, and Bruce isn't talking to her, giving her the cold moment, and it's like, she was my friend too, Bruce. I miss her, because Bruce is mad about it all. Like, stop whining, man up. And then you have Jack. He's going back to his old friends and scamming people, and it found out that they were able to sell the house and with her trust fund be able to put up her dad. And then we found out that she actually didn't die, and that she was actually a real good swimmer, and that her friend Ivy was able to help her this whole entire time, orchestrate this whole thing, and she was able to see Paris. And that's how it ends. I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you for coming on this ride. I hope you like, comment, subscribe, and share the video, and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a mother-sucking friend to subscribe, and follow me on IG, Willie Fordham, Snap, Willie Fordham, TikTok, Willie Fordham. Pretty much everything is Willie Fordham, Willie. Okay, thank you so much. I'm going to be reviewing so many different things, y'all. I'm actually just going to be talking about my life. This might just be my diary where I just come in and talk about my day. Y'all gonna enjoy it because it'll be funny. Take care. Bye.